everybody, here with Anthony tonight. Big gloves on. These big gloves are for a reason. If I can do this with big gloves on, you can do it without. I had a request from the channel to show ways of getting close enough to be able to clinch. I'm going to show you 3 ways. Now, one of the most important things about clinching is to make sure that your head is safe. If you're moving close, you don't want to get counted on the way in. So making sure your head is safe. So we're going to use a position, a wrestling slide-by position in some of these, and some of the others we're just going to go over the top. But let me show you what I mean. So I'm here with Anthony, here like this. The first thing I'm going to think of is that in this position, in other words, we're both orthodox, we're both copying each other's stances. This is the best place to move in because I can move into this gap quite easy. If he's got the other foot forward, it is possible to move in this way. There are things I can do, but it's harder because he's further away, and I'll leave that for today. So if you just pop back to there. So what I'm going to do is I have to make sure that when I move, I'm going to cover the zone of this hand. And I like to do this by being just above it and just to the outside of it. Literally there with this hand. And this hand is covering this one as well. But I want to be cutting in when I move, so I'm cutting in across this hand. So I'm cutting into here. Can you see I've compressed that slightly? And I want to do it matter of fact. Now the first way to set it up matter of fact is, I'm just going to start from here because we're going to move around for there. You stay where you are, Rich, on camera. Is if I'm going to move here, is if I start to move and I start to circle, so I circle this way, Anthony's got to circle with me. So I'm going to cut back into the circle. So as I move here, I immediately cut back into the circle. Now can you see the position of my foot? I've got my foot close enough, but my head at the moment is still in a little bit of danger if he moves out of the way. So what I'm going to do is, the moment I get to here, I'm going to go deep and change my feet like this. So my head is on the outside of his arm, and I'm going to look towards him. This is like a slide, but I'm going to look towards him here. I'm going to push him off balance. Now, obviously for boxing, I don't want to hit him on the back of the head, but I've got shots here, I've got grapples, I've got clinches, and I can literally drive him back. That's number 1, circle and moving safe. Number 2, I find that the first one, I'm literally moving around him and getting there first. The second one is I'm going to punch towards this eye, there, this side. And I'm going to do this because I want him to block it with that hand. So I'm going to throw this punch, it's going to jar him backwards slightly, and it's going to allow me to take this outside zone again, just here. So watch what I do, as I'm moving around with him, I'm going to punch hard to here, I'm going to step, and I'm exactly the same place, look, I drag up and I hit again. So I'm literally putting my head here where it can't be hit. I'm safe. I've got to have this foot driving it. If I'm here, he can turn back into me. If I'm here, he can't turn back into me, and I've got control. So I've got to have the right foot in the way. The final one, you tend not to get to there. The final one is as he's throwing a jab, I'm going to take a half step back. Now I don't want to come speeding in, because if I come speeding in, he'll go backwards. And I can't close him. So literally I'm going to come in off his jab. So as we move it, I'm going to take it off his jab, and I've literally taken the jab down. Rather than striking, I'm going to cover this hand, and I'm just going to step to here. Now I can do the step, but can you see we're a little bit more square? So from here, look, a little nudge, and into a neck clinch, and all the things that a neck clinch offers me. Just a few tips for getting close. I hope you enjoyed that. Try them out, try them in sparring. You must do the matter of fact. You must cover the zones, otherwise they won't work. And sometimes they won't work because that is sparring. Have a great day.